Alright. Hey chat, how we doing? How's everyone doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Hey, it's me. What's up, chat? How you doing? Hope you guys are doing dandy. Boom. Warhammer. Hello, 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 everybody. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? Probably you just said. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna have to manhunt you for a quick second. I think that fixed it. Now let me manhunt you a little bit more, chat. Excuse me. Sorry. There we go. Right. Should be good. But hey, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing good. Happy Saturday. So sorry about the stream being a day late. Stuff happened. So yeah. We'll still be having Sunday stream tomorrow. So look forward to that. We'll be having another talk session. Summer the electing couch. Yes. Sigmar. The drums of Scavendom. We might get to Scavendom. Definitely not this one, but this is going to be a recurring campaign that we're going to be having. So yeah, probably. So this is a modded stream, you know, before we get started. This stream has a couple mods to just make the Empire a little bit more fluff. Nothing too crazy, nothing wild. They're all listed down below in the description, so if you want to check them out later, by all means, go ahead. But yeah, we're just going to be jumping into it, and then as we play, we're going to be talking about some Empire lore. Not just Empire lore, but lore in general.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Dang, a general press stream? Yeah, bro, we're streaming now. So, we're going to be going with the Empire.
Blessings, yes.
We're going to be going with Mr. Carl Franz, of course. Summon the Elector Count. So, the main mod that we're going to be playing, well, there's two main ones. One is Heirs of Sigmar, which is just an overhaul mod for the Empire. Makes them better. Solid. The second one, though, and the main one that we're going to be looking at, is the Old World map. So, of course, we're going to be playing as the Emperor. So, with the Old World map, it basically means that the map is, I think, 3 times as big, and there's twice as many factions. Because, first little lore bit that we're going to be talking about is that the Old World is significantly larger than our world. Significantly. I think it's like 25 times as large, give or take, roughly. But anyway, roughly between 20 to 25. So it's huge. It's ginormous. It's massive. Period. And I think like the Empire is basically the size of a continent. Like it's the size of all of Europe and a little bit of Russia and like the East and all that. So the Empire is massive. And, you know, there's a thing of like, oh, the maps in Total War games are generally pretty small anyway. But I feel like here it's far more egregious for, again, the sole fact of like, hey, it's actually like huge. Fun fact, that's the reason why the Empire has like the Elector Counts. There's 2 reasons. One is that when Sigmar wanted to unite all the tribes, he still wanted to give these tribal lords, these tribal kings, something donations. He wanted to give these tribal kings and tribal lords this type of air of importance. He wanted to show that they were still lords in their own right, so he made Elector Counts. Another reason, though, is that the Empire is so big, if you had a central army based in the capital, let's say Altdorf, they literally cannot get to where they need to be. Because it's like going from the boot of Italy to like Scandinavia, if you had to go from like Reichland to say like Ostland or something, right? Just not happening. Not happening at all. So you couldn't really like do that. Hence why decentralization was such a huge part of it, like a massive part of it, because you got to make sure that you know that you have someone stationed there. And then of course there's also the other issue with the differences in the Empire, because fun fact, mind you, the Empire is super diverse. Because while yes, there are standardization, and it's arguably the most standardized place in the old world, it is standardized in the sense that they have the same types of things, but what those things are, what they're made of, and how they do, night and day, very, very, very different. Like for example, you have like a pikeman, right, or a spearman. In somewhere like Stirland, it's basically a dude with a gambeson and maybe like a wooden shaft that's sharpened, because Stirland is fucking dirt poor. In Reichland, homie got so much armor, you may think he's a squire for a knight. And in other places that are close to Astalia, they actually use actual pikes, because Astalia and Talea, aka Warhammer Fantasy's France and Spain and Italy, they use pikes, like very Renaissance, even more so than the actual Empire. And you know, I think it's Ostland. I don't think it's Ostmark. I think it's Ostland. Ostland actually has like full armored heavy spearmen, which is just like wild. Like that's their main year. They don't have like swordsmen and everything, just spearmen. So yeah, it's solid.
Now
going
is
into
the
all
time,
of it.
men of the Empire, to unite.
Yes, sir, Mr. Franz. All right. Yeah, but that was a little tidbit of lore.
The secessionists send out a force to stall your advance. Take the fight to them, and demonstrate the manner in which you will regain
This is on
mastery of
hard,
these
by the way.
lands.
So, you know, to keep that in mind. So, immediately taking a look at the map, you can see significantly bigger. Significantly bigger. Like, for example, this is Reichland. So, like this area here, this one, this one, this one, this one, like these three here, and like, that's another thing that I really love about this. You take a look at capital cities like Reichland, it's made up of 3 individual provinces. You know, Nuln is also the same, right? It's made up of 3 individual provinces. And it's really... I love it because, like, major cities feel like major cities, right? And like I said, like, this is... Like, take a look at the size of the Empire. It's massive. Like, this is the Empire. That is absolutely massive. So, first thing first, we're going to be grabbing...
How should we proceed?
Ludwig Schwarzhelm. For those who don't know, this is the Emperor's champion. So, in lore, he's the dude who does all the fighting when France can't do it. Because, you know, France is kind of important, not gonna lie. Speaking of the big boy, we're going to slot him in here. Let's see if we can recruit any more units. Yeah, nothing. It's Gray's local levy forces that's here. So if you guys wanted to, you could literally just like, I can get a free company leadership right now. It's only free company and flagellants if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but that's all that we have here. And let's go into our first big fight.
Men, walk up.
So we're going to be fighting this. I could just auto-resolve it, but I don't want to lose a lot of dudes. And, you know, first fight. Might as well, you know. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, but one thing that I really do love about the Empire is just the fact that, like, it's so unique and diverse even within the Empire. Like, so many different units have their own different ways of handling things. Each of the elected counts so unique, and there is so many different ways to handle them. Like how Osterland and how Reichland do things are indeed different, but they really are their own unique realms. And that is a major benefit for the Empire, but it's also a major con, right? Because it's like, you do have units that are so very much different, that are better than one another, but then you also have the issue of, since there's so much clashing, it's rather easy for them to just simply get split up. I mean, that's why we had the, you know, Age of the Three Emperors, like 1,000 years when no one could agree on anything, so they just fought each other. That's, again, a major issue.
The troops that your enemies field are both many and varied. Mastery of their strengths and weaknesses will leave you best placed to face them in battle.
Some swordsmen here. We'll put some dudes over here. We'll put one handgunner over here.
We are Sigmars Heirs.
Put another handgun over
Show
here.
us the foe.
We'll put that there.
Free company.
You guys will slide Big Bang Boom over here.
Under command.
Right over there go you.
The Heldenhammer.
Sigmar! We'll go right over there. And the knights we'll put over here. They're going to be going on a long march.
Are you with me,
The enemy
men of
bring
the
mighty
Empire?
weapons of war to the battle.
Sigmar,
Have
for
them
the
destroyed,
Empire.
Commander.
Alright.
Or they will decimate your...
How's the flanking mission going? We're going to be... They're going right back there. You know what? I'm going to send Schwarzhelm forward to go and get some vision on some of these bastards.
Scarred knights.
Getting some vision. That's handgunners.
Take the ground.
Oh, I can run.
At speed.
Thankfully, mortars are not accurate. If they were, I would be in a very bad place right now.
The terrain conceals the enemy's movements, Commander. We must be wary.
Though this is a double-edged sword.
Position.
Oh, is that gonna hit something? No.
Go. Formation march. No lingering.
Also, I don't know if like Sigmars Heirs does something with the AI, but I feel like the AI is better here.
Taking position. To battle. For the Heldenhammer. War.
Excuse me while I just touch you inappropriately. And immediately we're getting out of this place. Alright, that's one artillery done.
At speed. Formation march.
Like, I am not extremely very good at this game, but I am not very bad neither.
Yes, General.
Mortars. Handgunners.
Crew to cannons. Ready.
Fire over there. Bang. Whistle.
Bring weapons to bear.
Let's see. Man, the trees are actually doing work, I'm not gonna lie. Even if a unit of greatswords, like, greatswords in the first army, it really does make it significantly more challenging. Not impossible, but you definitely can't just, like, close your eyes and, you know, have the best, right? You have to actually do stuff.
Moving now. Taking position. Fight with us. Not again. For the twin-tailed comet. We are ready. How to try. We serve the Emperor.
Where did I put my halberdiers? Oh, they're all the way over there.
Yes. Go. We
No,
obey.
do not run.
Salia
Stand and fight.
protects us. Salia protects us.
Well, goodbye, my little bit. Goodbye, my little fellows. It was nice while it lasted.
Them.
Well, the handgunners will get some good damage in.
Standing by. Go. Handgunners. Free company. Take position. Handgunners. Formation. March. Attack.
Damn, these bastards is slow.
Sigmars Heirs.
All right, friends, go and do something.
Obey. Take position. Quickly. By Ulrich's wrath. Ready. Roar.
Little messy, but we'll get it done.
Fire! No lingering! Quick march! By Galmarez! For the Warhammer! A battle! Take the ground!
Oh, wait, what? Who are you shooting?
Cannons! Fire!
Oh, good lord.
Fire! Get them! Yes, my lord! Empire marksman!
Right, shoot them quickly, quickly, for the love of the Emperor, shoot them!
Ulrich's wolves charge with us! All ranks, fire!
God damn it.
No lingering!
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I am doing very poorly here.
Handgunners! Take the ground! Take
The enemy commander runs from the field, my lord, and a sorry spectacle it is too. His army will surely follow.
All right, you countercharge those very quickly. For the love of the Emperor, shoot them.
Sigmar guides us!
Little bit of cycle charge action.
Take the ground! For Ulfdorf!
All right, I won. Not very convincingly, but hey, a win's a win. I will take that. That could have been better.
Targets!
It was definitely not good.
Comet! Sigmar!
Handgunners. The missile line got beaten up bad. Yeah, poor positioning on my part with the missile line.
Yes, sir. Crank that machine.
Crank that machine.
Ready. Reichsguard Knights. For Heldenhammer.
Yeah, it's just doing a little bit of cleanup. Yeah, so while the boys clean up this shit a little bit, yeah, Empire is... A fun fact about the Empire, the way the Empire fights is really unique because with the way that... Hello, yo, what's up everybody? How we doing? How we doing? Because with the way the Empire fight and the people they fight, it's very bad. Let me say that. The Empire is physically outmatched by anyone who isn't human, meaning that you can't exactly hold that well unless you're like a Sigmar Templar or a Grail Guardian, right? Unless you're blessed by a god, you can't hold them back. So, just finished some Imperial Fist. Yo, nice. W. Did you get that box? Like the Imperial Fist Combat Patrol? By the way, chat, if you guys want to pick up a box of anything, the Imperial Fist Combat Patrol is such a good buy. Such a good buy, bro. Incredibly spectacular. Yeah, so handgunners not as banged up as I thought. Free Company got really touched, as well as the Emperor's Champion as well. He's not looking too dandy. Cav did pretty well. Cav did very well. Some great kills on the Cav there. Right Squad are mental. Right Squad are fucking diabolical. They will wreck any single thing that you throw them at. Unless it's something that's specifically designed to kill anti-large or Cav stuff. So, like Blood Knights, for example. But the thing is, though, even though Right Squad are a shock cav, they have some really good melee defense. What game are we playing? This is Total War Warhammer 3, with a little bit of modded support. Nothing too crazy, but just something to give the Empire a little bit more flavor. So, yeah. With France and... Oh, yeah, back to the Empire. So, the Empire's primarily way they fight is with a threefold of heavily armed infantry. Or like medium infantry, I guess you could say. Like standard Renaissance era dude, he has gambeson, he has chainmail, he's like a brigandine, or in this case it's a breastplate, metal armor bits here and there. And then he will have a polearm, either a halberd, spear with shield, or a pike, right? But the thing is though, then they can't hold off like an orc horde indefinitely. They can't. They can, however, hold it off for a few minutes. And that's the idea, like a flexible pike and shot. The idea being that when the orcs hit their line, the line will bend ever so slightly, but they'll bend ever so slightly to allow the true damage of the Empire to come through. Now that is Knights. The knightly orders of the Empire are arguably the best. They only play second fiddle to basically Bretonia, which is their whole shtick is a knighthood, right? Incredibly powerful. Demigryph Knights especially, so good. But also they have artillery. Artillery is 100% the main best thing, period. Artillery is it. Artillery is the king all, end all, and be all. So many handgunners, as well as Hellstorm rocket batteries, the Hellblaster volley gun, great cannons, regular cannons, mortars. Like, Empire armies are a relatively solid line of infantry. The thing is though, if they're fighting anything that isn't bullshit fantasy, the Empire's infantry is the best of all the human worlds. At least it's supposed to be. Don't get me started about fucking Jade Warriors and why we don't have any dismounted foot knights, but that's neither here nor there. Even though this mod does fix that, it does add that, and that is my little personal pleasure. Because I don't know about y'all, but greatswords are cool, but the fact that the Empire only has one, like, tier 2 infantry, that just, yeah. I don't know what changes y'all would make to the Empire, but either give me a second tier 2 infantry, which is greatswords with a shield, or you could just make all state troops tier 2 units instead of tier 1. Oh yeah, just wrecked on the army. Greatsword still managed to live a little bit, which is fair. And ooh, that replenishment. Yes, please, thank you, sir. Alright, those boys are dead.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Collect. Will I be able to take this city? Can I? I can't raise anyone. Can I get anything else? By the way, this is for I get Imperial Foot, which are dismounted right guard, right?
Raise your
Best
weapons.
infantry the Empire has. All right, I'm just going to.
Attack!
And we're just going to do that. In the meantime, let's see what buildings we can build. We could upgrade barracks. What else could we get? We could get some mortars. I like mortars. Let's get some mortars. Let's see here. Oh yeah, another mod. This adds like some special knightly units as well, like Sigmars Templars and stuff like that. Could get some Demigryph Knights or Operators. That's the regular vanilla barracks. Oh yeah, we can get some Imperial Dwarves as well, which is solid. Reichland Swordsmen, Reichland Spearmen, Reichland Halberdiers. That can get Empire Knights. There we have Imperial Foot. Great Swords. I'm looking for... bloody, what am I looking for? That's that. Okay, so that's Reichland. And then that's normal dudes. These are regular great swords, these are regular halberdiers. Crossbowmen. What's the difference between these two, I wonder? Oh well, I'll just upgrade that, and let's see what else I'm gonna get. Something for money. The Clean Water Company. Quite important, not gonna lie. And I will get... I don't want to get a shooting range. Because, think about this, right? Your big cities can go all the way up to like tier 5. So you want to build buildings that go all the way up to tier 5 in these specifically. Yeah, Rice got stables. I will keep the money for now, and I will continue. I can give some stuff. Route Marcher, because of course. Let's see here. State troops, or we'll do grain silos.
Into battle.
Let's see. Empress Champion, to Blade Master, and yeah, on to the next turn. So one thing you're gonna immediately notice, there's a lot of factions. When it eventually loads. Good lord. Yeah. 459 factions off rip. So this is not a small change. It makes the Empire significantly bigger. Yeah, but the Empire's fighting style is like that, very flexible pike and shot. And the thing about the Empire is like their standardization isn't like standardization as we think of it, right? For example, if you get a swordsman regiment, they will have heavy shields, they'll have solid swords, and they'll have demi-plate. The thing is though, the quality of the demi-plate differs from region to region. Also the style differs as well, and what is considered demi-plate. Like, for example, if you go to Reichland, demi-plate is proper demi-plate, solid steel, all that. But again, something like Sterland, their demi-plate may just be a breastplate and like one arm, like the shield arm decked or the sword arm, one of the two, right? But it is swordsman regiment. The question is, what's the type of quality? And some places do different things better. As I said, Ostland has some of the best spearmen ever. Reichland has some really excellent in terms of armor. You get pikemen with some of the other southern states. Nolan, of course, has the best handgunners. Midland also has pretty solid like sword and board infantry. You know, then great swords and other more elite units. Generally speaking, richer provinces, the southern provinces, generally speaking, have better units like that. Marienburg, or the province that was the Westerlands, it has really strong allied detachments because there's an elven colony there, mind you. There's also plenty of dwarves there, lots of trade as well. Some Bretonian knights come in here and there. So it's really interesting in that regard, because it's a case of there are so many different aspects to it, and people always ask, like, oh, how can the Empire fall to disarray when they have chaos? And two things. One, chaos is not omnipresent, and, human beings are not attention span and all that. But also, each elected county is its own unique thing. It is its own little kingdom, its own little empire. And whilst, yes, they are united in things like food, language, and religion, they still are their own independent things, man. They still have their own unique stuff with their own ideas, thoughts, processes, biases, especially. So it's not that easy just to wrangle people together, especially when they're so independent. The Empire, by nature, is very independent. The autonomy that the elected counts are granted is something that they hold not only as a right of their office, but more so a right of man, if that makes sense. So, yeah, it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but that's why when you have a good emperor like France, you can bring the empire together. It's just an absolute masterclass. Oh. Like I said, we have a little lore up here for Ludwig Schwarzhelm, if you guys want to know more about him. Ludwig Schwarzhelm, known as the Emperor's Champion or the Emperor's Sword of Justice, is a personal bodyguard of Karl Franz and bearer of his personal battle standard. Y'all saw that shot? He had a bit of flag. So that's that. Ludwig is a towering figure of a man renowned throughout the Empire for his mighty physique, set expressions, and deadly martial skills. The Emperor's Champion is said to have never smiled in his life, and his reputation as an uncompromising, incorruptible warrior is one Ludwig has consciously... What the fuck did I just say? Has consciously cultivated over the years. Don't ask me what consciously means. And yeah, maintaining the facade, capturing one entire province.
Men, I will fight with you.
Alright, let's see here. It's a Pyrrhic victory. Wait one more turn for this. I will wait one more turn.
No peace, just war.
Because we got these guys over here.
I don't serve you.
What are you going to, motherfucker? Goddamn, what's your tongue, son? You're talking to, the dude over here. Recruiter Lecter. I love Archlectors. I love Sigmar War Priests, bro. They're so good. So we have aggressive, or we have monster tracker. Monster tracker gives line of sight, tools of judgment, more movement. We'll do aggressive against my better judgment because I want something that fights. Sigmar! Oh yeah, the Reichland dudes have like their own unique thing, I reckon. We will get some swordsmen. 2 swordsmen will suffice. Very good. And that's still doing that. Technology is still going, and next turn. Yeah, so whilst this mod doesn't change the like armors and stuff of the individual units, it does give each individual buff. Like Reichland swordsmen have their own unique buff, Midland swordsmen have their own unique buff. So when you confederate other armies, you will have Midland spears, Midland swordsmen, and they'll have the Midland colors, blue and yellow, I think. Like Reichland has red and white, and it's nice, right? Because it goes to show just how diverse the Empire is. Yeah, it's one of those things where you... Also, another thing about this mod that I really do love is how it treats each individual province. And I'll show you guys a little bit when we get back into game. But each province has its own unique name. It has its own unique buildings as well. And it's all like incredibly unique because each, you take the term elector count. Each place is not an elector county. They have their own unique titles. Like called, you know, you guys have the thing, called Franz Prince and Emperor. He's the Prince of Reichland. I don't know if it's Grand Prince or if it's just Prince. I think it's Grand Prince, but I'll check in a minute. He's, oh, they're fighting me. Where the fuck did you come from, son? Well, you're immortal, so fine with me. I will... Okay. Well, that was convenient. What was I talking about? Ah, yes. Each one have their own unique culture, and they have their own unique names. Like, for example, Ostermark is not ruled by lords, it's ruled by a council of burgomeisters and other merchants, so it's called the Grand Trade Guild of Ostermark, or something like that. I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, it's all super unique. You have the Grand Barony of Nordland, you have the, I think it's once the Great Viscounty of Stirland, I think. It's really interesting because it shows how much flavor there is, and again, this mod allows you to play as each individual elect a lord and unite the empire like that. Because that's another thing that people are thinking that we may get, is that there may indeed be different elector lords for each, what's the word? Starting. So eventually we're going to get more and more DLCs. That's what I was looking for. And eventually from there, he's wounded. He takes some time to recover. Yeah. Empty kill in battle. Blooded warhorse. Very good. Very good.
I serve the Helden Hammer.
Let's see here. We will build. Money.
Awaiting orders.
I need spears. I can get help with these already. Goddamn.
Champion of the faith.
I didn't know I can get halberdiers already. I guess I can get halberdiers already. Nice. We will get the shields are nice. I will be get. Also, I really wish the Empire had pikemen. Like, odd thing, I know, right? But I wish the Empire had pikes. I will recruit some halberdiers because I like halberdiers. And then, yeah, we got 2 of those guys here. We'll just wait for the time being. We can upgrade this again. Altdorf Recruitmento. Ooh, Imperial Griffin Riders. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Like Imperial Griffin Riders. I want to get Rights Guard eventually. So we do have... Ooh, we could get mortars.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Okay, he has enough infantry. What he needs is mortars. So get some more mortars. Yeah, if I click on the electric count, it'll pop up. Yeah, you have the... no, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah, you can summon the electric counts, chat. It's besieging... yeah, no, you literally summon the electric counts. So it's like, you want like a whole army immediately? Behold, the army of the Empire. I haven't been doing diplomacy. I should be doing that. But yeah, you have the Grand County of Wisenland, the Grand County of Averland, the Grand Barony of Hochland, the Free State of Marienburg, the Grand Duchy of Midland, the Grand Barony of Nordland. Everything is grand. Yeah, the League of Ostermark is what I was talking about, right? Grand County of Stirland, the Grand Duchy of Talbekland, and they also have Karabberg, which is part of the Drakwold, which used to be its own province. Because, you know, fun fact, there are a lot of provinces in the Empire that used to be that aren't anymore. You know, Solland is one, Karabberg is another, Altdorf is. I don't know what I'm saying.
Stand before the Grand Field.
I did not mean to go all the way over there. Quick deal. Provon is amicable. Can I make a... Can I get some trade? No one likes trade. You nearly like a non-aggression pact. Alright, I can get fuck all and less. Hey, Mr. Edward King, how you doing, my brother? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Bonjour, monsieur. I hope you are doing
The
well.
nation calls.
Can I recruit some units? I will recruit more. I need more men. All right, I'll get some 2 spearmen. Not too chuffed about the spearmen, but it is what it is, as the kids say.
I command here.
Oh, I can upgrade him again. Okay, leader renown, and I'll get smart presence, and then I will unrecruit those boys, and no, those are just regular spearmen. Those aren't my Reichland spearmen. Oh no. Yeah, what does the Reichland thingy do? More AP. Oh, that's nice. What's going on, General? We are playing some Total War Warhammer 3 and talking about the Empire and some lore. Yes. The Empire. I could reach that. You don't want to. You know what I am?
Ulrich's will.
I'm gonna be cheeky. I do say Habitus, so I will
Fight
be so.
for our nation. Men, I will fight with you.
I shouldn't have done that. It is what it is. Alright, next turn. But yeah. Yeah, each province of the Empire is so super unique. Like, for example, Ostland is said to have a lot of Kislevite traditions because they are super close to Kislev. They're super close to, like, the area around Kislev, and they are said to inhabit many of the traditions. Like, they're said to be heavy drinkers. They said to, like, their clothing, especially, said to be very Kislevite. It's said that their armored spearmen resemble more of the Cossacks than the actual Empire troops that we're used to. That's a bit, extreme, I think. It's meant to be, but it does gives you an idea in that how they're more unique than regular troops, which is solid. I love little lore deals like that. Yeah, another thing, like, I think it's Aveland as well, has a lot of knights in it because they're so close to the Border Princes. The Border Princes, fun fact, Border Princes used to be a Empire province. So there was at one point where the Empire was super massive. I think it was right before the time of the 3 Emperors. It had a little bit of Kislev, many outposts in the mountains, all of the Border Princes, even some parts of like Bretonia and stuff. It was massive, huge, but those were eventually lost. To my knowledge, you have the Border Princes that were a thing. That was one province that was lost. You have Solent as well as Karabag, which is the Drakwold. And basically, when this takes place is right after Karl Franz got elected. So this is the Empire at its pseudo-weakest. Karl Franz's father did a solid job, but he's kind of like, if Franz is Alexander the Great, then his father was Philip II. Super important, super underrated, but all the success that Franz got was because his old man did what needed to be done. And I wonder if they have Bloodkeep here. I'll see in a second if they have Bloodkeep. For those who know, Bloodkeep is where the Blood Dragons were first founded. Founded by Abarash. The Blood Dragons are a vampiric lineage of the vampire counts. Not the vampire counts, vampires in general, rather, I should say. And they're my favorite bloodline because Abarash is an absolute Chad. Nice. More growth, more things, more men. Give me more men, chat. Don't take that out of context, or do. We'll do state troop standards. I should probably go for the money.
What orders?
But yeah. Can I?
Your word is my command.
No, I cannot reach all that way there. God damn it. We have more money. Can I build something? I could. What's this being built here? Look at Bucky. I think I'll just save. I don't really
Ready to serve.
need to. Yeah, no, I think I'll just chill.
Attack!
Decisive victory. Oh, what happened? I don't know what happened, but I'll take it. Occupy. Occupados and yo, Sons of Sigmar W.
I see no other option.
Let's see. Yeah, shoot in the breakable. I do wish the Sons of Sigmar had more. Like, they're pretty solid stats when you compare them to like regular swordsmen, but I wish they had more armor. I really do mishmash. Solid YouTuber. Check out your boy. I wish I had more armor. I really do. There is a mod that makes them into like heavy armor, gives like 100 armor, and they would really be such a more impactful unit for the Empire. I'll waffle on a little bit more, but let's see what else I can get. The Emperor's Finest. More. And they have, yeah, 45 melee defense is good. But see, 38, 34 is actually solid. And then, yeah, 48. With Reichland Halberdiers, I think you can get them into high 50s, low 60s. If you get all the buffs and bonuses and stuff. But yeah, I really wish that the Empire had an armored infantry or an armored swordsman unit, because, you know, they exist in lore. And I'm not just talking about like the dismounted Imperial foot, like the dismounted Rice Guard and stuff. They do exist. And it irks me that Cathay have better infantry than the Empire, when the Empire is said to be the greatest empire of men and have the best stuff with that. So I get irked because of that. But it's like, I know, but the Empire is supposed to be a jack of all trades, master of none. So the fact that they have no high-tier infantry at all, I wouldn't even be mad if they had some really good infantry. They don't. They have great swords, and great swords are all right, but they're not crazy. Like, give me like some Sigmar Templars or something, or like the Order of something or whatever. Like, there's so many like unique orders. Like, Mamidian Templars as well would be great, but like something that could do something. Give me something, right? I'll take anything at this point. Anything that isn't like more Flashlands. Flashlands are great though. I do love Flashlands. They are very grimdark, dare I say, but they're really solid. Like, I like them because they a lot of times people accuse Warhammer Fantasy of being not as grimdark as 40k, and it's not, but it's more realistic, right? Because of that. And flashlights are one of those things where like you get people who flashlight themselves, who, you know, hurt themselves because of it, but they're still like men at the end of the day, and we had that shit IRL, so it's not unbelievable, right? Whereas you have 40k, which is anything but believable. It's interesting, but I've always preferred fantasy to 40k. I love 40k, but really fantasy is my shit right here, right? That's really just quality. Because like the way the Empire fights is super realistic. Like, they make use of essentially the tercio system. Like, they have a third handgunners, a third heavily armored swordsman, and then a third like pikemen or spearmen in their case. Again, I really wish the Empire had pikes. And I was looking for a mod for it. There's not many of that mods, eh? I think like there's one mod maybe that kind of adds it, but like we've had pikemen before in like mods and in like other Total War, so I don't know how hard it is to code that. Oh, Jade.
Money
always.
Is the lifeblood of success.
Always.
Without the means to support your armies, you
I
will be
have an
powerless to
income at
make
least
war.
3,000.
Seek to raise your income.
All right, I need to not get broke.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
Sigma!
Forth.
Sigma. That's my favorite meme about like, I just love it so much. It's like, Sigma! So good. Also, I need to play some Vermintide again. Love me some Vermintide. So good.
Men, we must attack.
Why can you not get there, sire? Well, he can't get there. I don't know why, but he can't. And this makes regular spears not my right. Anger, rage, wrath, ruin, blood, and all that. Alright, fine. I will just demolish you real quick. You're existing. One more turn until you're done. And yeah, more Reichman spears. Reichman Hookers. Please send me this away. Yeah, okay, that's all Reichman. I could get an Empire Captain. I could get some crossbowmen or we have 2 shields. In the board game, the Sage troops had a system where your melee guys could countercharge if your ranged soldiers got charged. I love that so much, right? Because you take a look at like the Tercio and the way it was supposed to work. The idea was the ranged units were supposed to hammer until the cavalry got really close. When the cavalry came out, the pikemen would go out. But when the cav backed off and the infantry came or the cav dismounted, that's when you have the heavy duty sword guys. It's quality. Hello. Hi, how you doing? Mr. Battleshicken 12. Just made the stream and I have to ask, have you read the Gottschalk and Felix series? I have not. I have read 0 fantasy books. Yeah, I love fantasy, it's my favorite thing, but I just never really had like the chance or the time to sink my teeth into them. Most of my stuff is 40k based because it's, well, you know, I can do stuff with it, right? It's a case of, if I read a fantasy thing, I'm reading for myself, but if I read 40k, I'm also reading 40k for myself. Like, I love 40k, but if I read a book, I can, like, add lore to it, or I can, you know, change it, or I can write it down and make notes of it, etc., so on and so forth. Like, I can do something with it. So it's like, it's a little edge. Also, I usually consume my books in audiobook format, so I don't know if there are many of those, but I'll check. Do you have any recommendations for a good Empire book? I know Gottschalk and Felix series are stories, but I want like a Gaunt's Ghost within the Empire. If you got one of those, brother, let your boy know. Let your boy know, sir. Yeah, but I really do love that the Empire is all about innovation. But, I don't know, I feel like Total War has been around for nearly 10 years. Next year it'll be 10 years. And I feel like by now, the factions should be completely flushed out. And that's just something that I don't know, right? Because I get there's a lot, but it feels, I don't know. I want to say that it feels like CA should have, you know, really explore the Empire. Like, we should have different legendary lords, and they should have, like, small things to them. Like, not all of them need to be, like, Volkmar or Franz, right? But they should be, like, something. For the Empire books, I would recommend the Black Hearts Omnibus. Oh, is that, like, a regiment? I imagine that's a regiment name. But I'll make a note of that, and I'll make sure to read that, brother. Yeah, but I want to say, like, CA should have, you know, finished it by now, but then I know coding, so I know, like, how hard it is to do. It's not easy to do all of this, to do it properly, but especially with with the launch of Total War Warhammer 3, CA kind of dropped the ball a little bit. They have fixed it here and there, but it's, I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Do you think Warhammer 3 is where it should be? Or do you think that CA dropped the ball a little bit? For me, I'm in 2 minds, because my heart says they did, but my brain and my logic is saying, hold up, my boy, they didn't really. So then I am again in, like, 2 minds of it. But chat, what do you guys think? It's one of those things where, like, because, like, the Empire has so much lore to them, right? And ideally, and I don't think we're ever going to get this from CA, but, like, each individual state troop unit should be different, right? Like, right-linked units should be more heavily armored, middle units should have more attack, Sterling units should have more speed to them. Like, it should be so different, because again, each, like, that's the ultimate goal, I guess. Each elector count is essentially playing a different version of the Empire, a mini Empire, right? That's why playing a different county should feel so unique and different, but I think about the amount of time, effort, and energy that goes into that, and I'm like, would CA ever do that, right? I don't know, it's one of those things where it is possible, but it's one of those things, like, it's technically possible, so I don't know, chat, but what do y'all think? Alright. We should be able to take this now.
Ulrich's will.
Auto-resolved. Accept, very good, and... Oh. Occupado, senor. Let's see, we have... Firearms. Do I... No. Get rid of you. Let's see here. Oh... Ooh, wine! Hell yeah, chat, let's get crunked. Alright, that's being demolished. Swear there's something unique here. I could build the Imperial Courts of Justice. Yes, justice. Luminok of Hish and the Celestial Arcanum. Oh yeah, like, I love this. In Circumlights. Sword, so good. That needs me to get upgraded. Alright, I gotta go. Yeah, Mr. Young Veteran, thank you so much for stopping by, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for being here. Love you, my brother. You take care, yeah? I already have... Yeah, no, I just need growth. Growth is what I just need.
By the comet.
Okay, by the comet indeed. You.
The trees tell me much.
I am the Lorax and I speak for the trees. Gonna play some Delta Force. Yo, have fun. Delta Force W game, by the way. It's all a game, man.
Ever
right.
vigilant.
What are you going to do? You need to recruit. You are in the middle of...
I will do anything for Sigmar.
Right, that's done. Oh, there's another army right over there. Yakosaurus Rex.
I serve Sigmar.
Archers or pistols? Ooh, yikes. I will read your answers in a moment, chat. I just need to figure out what I gotta do. Pistols. That is annoying.
Protector of the weak.
Am I not here? I don't think I am. Ah, that's annoying.
Warrior of Sigmar.
I need dudes. I need dudes. All right.
Your recruitment facilities are at maximum capacity, my lord.
All right. Unassigned skill points. We will give France. I like upgrading my state troops. We'll skip you. There we go. Alright, no, CA dropped the ball. Heck, a mod for Total War 3 is offered to fix the problems of the game for free, and they refused. Wow. Really? Damn, if that's true, yeah, no, CA definitely fucked up. Like, on God, man. That's madness. If a modding team straight up came to CA, be like, yo, what's up? We can give you a hand, and they reject it? That's mental. No, that's madness, bro. CA absolutely dropped the ball in that case. Like, no way. While it'd be nice to flesh out the other counties a bit more, maybe some troops cheaper and others more expensive depending on the counting, but that is fairly low on the list of all problems. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Mr. Kahuna, absolutely fair. Also, shout out to your name. Love your name, brother. I love For those who don't know, the Maui aesthetic, or the Maori, rather, whichever one, I adore that shit so much. Like that and like ancient Aztec aesthetic. Oh, peak. Peak. Yes, I do love the lizard man. But dude, oh, I love the idea, bro. Like, it's so good. Love that so much. Also, who's the better cult, France or Sigmar? France is the better diplomat, but Sigmar is a better beatstick. Yeah, no, 100%, completely. Because when you consider, like, Sigmar was a barbarian warrior king versus France, who was literally the greatest statesman of the old world. So France is a bit more of an all-rounder. Not gonna lie, that reminds me of one of my favorite moments in Warhammer Fantasy history. It's the third Battle of Blackfire Pass. Because France is... Who are we playing as? We are playing as the Emperor, called France, heir of Sigmar! 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 I love the Empire, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, one of my favorite moments is France is fighting this massive green-skin warlord, and France is getting his shit kicked in because, you know, it's a giant green-skin warlord. France is only a man. He's not blessed by Sigmar or any of the gods, so he's not like he can throw hands. But yeah, he's throwing hands, and then the orc is seemingly about to lay him low, but then he does get blessed by the gods. Sigmar actually possesses him, and Sigmar yells Umborogen, which is the name of his tribe. And Sigmar fucked up the orcs so bad, he forever put a magic genome splice in their DNA, so that whenever they hear that war cry, they get scared. And it says for the first time in his life, he felt fear and stumbled back. Franzi then picked up that big old motherfucking hammer and cracked his cake in two. Because, you know, that's Franz, boy. He got that big hammer, big dick energy. That's that boy. They should just release a call, friends. If they release new Empire minis, I'm cooked. Chat, if they release new Empire minis in the style of like a romanticized Total Warhammer 3, chat, I am cooked. I am cooked. I need you to understand, chat. I am cooked if that happens. Reminds me of Gilly getting possessed by the Emperor. I mean, yeah, it's basically what it was. The Lizard Men are getting a book for Age of Sigmar for the first time in years. Yo! W. Also, chat, what do you guys think about Age of Sigmar? Like, I am someone of the firm belief, Age of Sigmar as something on its own, it's great. I like it. I think it's great. Age of Sigmar as a replacement for fantasy, fuck right off. But yeah, you know, that's just me. Oh, hello. I want to confederate the run, so give it. Alright, he's good. More state troops. Huzzah. Alright, technology time. Let's see what we got. +4. Was that always +4, or was that weapon strength? I don't know if the mod changed that. Yeah, more armor or Genius Productions. I will go with this because it's simple. Love Age of Sigmar. It's my favorite setting out of. Really? Not many people are big fans of AOS, but you know that's solid, brother. I appreciate that. I love me some AOS too. My orders some good shit. To move. So you're gonna have a 4.
Bring me to my men.
You're gonna embed over there. You are also
weapon
going to embed over there.
Praise be to Sigmar.
You're going to run over there. And
by Sigmar.
I really need growth to do what it needs to do already, bro, because this shit is getting rough. I have some spears. I'll get some halberds. Cause, dude, halberds with demiplate has to be my favorite aesthetic, period. Or can I build anything here? Plague immunity, corruption minus control, ability. It's not bad. I could just build this. I will build that. Castle Grunberg. We will make hunting camp. Growth. Don't cash. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Money! Coming Mr. Krabs up in this hole. I like that they made human faction more medieval. They're going for hostile war aesthetic, which I like more than the 30 Years War period, the classic had. Okay, I have one major issue with the Pre-Cities of Sigmar. Them as an idea of a faction, pretty solid, pretty good, I won't lie. The problem is, they feel like you took the Empire, and you took Bretonia, and you made them have the sex, right? It's a combination of the two. And I don't like that. I like Bretonia as a separate aesthetic, and I like the Empire as a separate aesthetic. That's what I vibe with, personally. It's a personal taste thing. It truly is. The minis are great. The way that they work and interact is absolutely solid. But for me, personally, I prefer my separate aesthetics. The Stormlords are pretty cool. More vampires and skeletons, methinks. I adore the Soulblight Gravelords. I think it's is it the Soulblight Gravelords? The Skeleton Space Marine dudes. Those guys. Fucking nice. So good. No Felix, though. Kind of sucks. I need my Dwarf and Womanizer combo. That's true. That's deadly combo. That is a damn deadly combo. It's a damn shame that Felix has to be a fucking Sigmar, like a Stormcast Eternal, right? He has to be. He has to be, bro. Facts. Fantasy better than sci-fi, but Horus Heresy is just another... Horus Heresy is... It's a combination of sci-fi and fantasy. 40k is the greatest sci-fi fantasy hybrid that's ever existed. That's it, really. I really like the goblins in AOS. They're a lot more interesting in my opinion. Yeah, that's something like a lot of the other factions got a lot of love in AOS, which I do appreciate. Would you add Primarchs to this setting? Skaven should be added to 40k. I agree with Skaven in 40k. I would also like to see Lizardmen in 40k as well. Primarchs to fantasy? No. Because, like, there kind of already are. Because there are, like, legendary lords that are demigods, and that's kind of the same thing. So it's like, those are the Ossiarch Bone... Yeah, Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Love those guys, dude. Absolutely love them. And I love Stormcast, because Stormcast are literally just Chaos Warriors. Because, fun fact, chat, Chaos Warriors are not normal men. They are men blessed with the strength of Chaos that turns them literally into Space Marines. Because their armor is like 2 inches thick. Like, thick... Like, it's bullshit shit iron. Because, you know, fucking Noska sons of bitches. But, they're basically Space Marines, right? That's why the Empire can't, like, straight up fight them in a 1v1. That's why they need guns. Yeah, then Gotrek finds him, stamps your gold into his skull and gets his memories back. Honestly, that'd be fun. I would love to see a Gotrek and Felix Reborn. I don't know how people would handle it. I would like it. I don't know if people would care for it. But it's like, eh. I'd like to see Felix as like a Stormcast. That'd be funny. He's like, bro, imagine you go to like a tavern and there's Stormcast just there and he's like, you like jazz, baby girl? And it's like, damn, Stormcast got Riz. Yeah, I think that'd be funny. Is there a Tyranid equivalent in AOS? There are hordes, not really nids. I guess maybe the Soulblight Gravelords, like the undead, maybe? Fuck people, we want it and it sell. It would sell. It would sell. Alright, let's see here.
So?
France, you have men. Where did that boy go? March!
Very well.
He's still there just chilling. Can I get more? I can get one of those. I'll get one of those. I'm going to ambush. What's my ambush chance like? Ambush chance 45. Ambush chance 80.
On
I'm moving
march!
over here. And I'm gonna... God damn it, I can't ambush anymore. I'm stupid. Why am I so stupid, chat? Why am I so dumb?
Here to serve.
Tell me, chat, why am I such a dingus? Why, chat, why am I a dingus? Sometimes I wish I would know, chat. Oh, chat, tell me why am I so dumb sometimes? I forgot to check my diplomacy, chat. Why am I an idiot? Chat, why am I so dumb? You may think I'm doing that just for a bit. I ask myself that question every single day. Beastmen? Beastmen, I guess Beastmen are kind of haughty, but they're... The thing is, though, Tyranids are very eldritch, right? The existential eldritch horror. That's something that people forget about Nids. They are arguably the most horror of all the 40k factions. I know Drukhari are, like, nasty and all that, but, like, if you want, like, an eldritch horror, dude, Zinji and Nids, that would be diabolical. Felix in the Stormcast was kind of confirmed in one of the lost books. He's also not in Shaiish, which means confirmed in my opinion. He's probably some hidden area by Grimnia. I mean, I'd like him to find him, really. That'd be cool. Tyranids, the best equivalent would probably be the undead like Soul Black Gravelords or Flesh Eater Courts. Maybe Nighthaunt. I think Nighthaunt, personally. But I mean, like, Nids are so unique in that they're... I'd love to see a series of Vulcan and Korux visits the old world. Ooh, Vulcan in the old world. It's not gonna happen. It shouldn't happen, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Papa Vulcan in the old world. It's one of those things. It's the same thing like how would I love for there to be like a trilogy of novels explaining the romance between Gilliman and Yvraine and how it slowly develops. Yeah. Do I think GW should ever do it? Fuck no. Never. Never ever in a million years. If they ever do it, 40k is cooked. Oh god, 40k would end up in book talk. Jesus Christ, save me. But, Nids or Skaven changed my mind? No, you're right. You're right. He's right, Chad. He's right. The Nids are Skaven. Skaven are the Nids. Literally, 100% right. 100% right. Like, oh my god, how did I not think about that? Well, I guess because the Skaven are funny. The Skaven are funny, and I didn't think about that. Skaven are fucking hilarious. That reminds me of a story of how there was only once ever recorded one Skaven that was good. He wanted to use like a Skaven Spartacus, right? And he just wanted to stop the way that the culture of the Skaven is, which is like fighty and backstabby. So he gathered all of them together. It's like, I'm going to make us good. We're going to be good. We're going to be happy. It's going to be great. He genuinely was a good guy. He got sold out by his boys and then he got eaten alive. Yeah, the Skaven don't give a fuck. Nids adopt Skaven, just wing it until they win. Oh, Nids adapt Skaven, just wing it until they win. I mean, that's kind of the same thing. I think it's a hive mind that makes difference. 100%. Without a single shred of doubt. The Skaven all are... The hive mind, rather, and the Nids are all about unity, right? The Nids are anything fucking but. They're absolutely ununited. Vulcan, I want to poop this dude. Corax, stay away from that connoisseur. Dude, Vulcan would have a fucking rollicking time in Lustria. That'd be funny as fuck. If a salamanders meet the lizardmen, oh, that'd be funny. I wonder how they'd react, because to my knowledge, we've never met aliens like the lizardmen in 40k. The closest thing we got are like the Zotes. But those aren't really like lizards. A lot of forget that Primarchs wouldn't be the bestest, most greatest thing in fantasy or AOS because of all the god-touched beings in fantasy. Yeah, absolutely 100% true. Like, Space Marines would not run Rough Riot over the 40k, or rather, over the fantasy, what should, ooh.
The population of this province has grown under...
Oh, W! We got a chat! Oh no, Sterland is pissed with us, chat. Sterland is mad. Oh god, Stolen, why are you mad? Salamanders, why not friends if friendship? Literally.
Servant of the faith.
Alright, that's good.
I will not obey. Not likely.
You were just recruiting
I am
armies upon
Prince
armies.
and Emperor.
Right, I am...
Move!
Right, you're gonna go over here. Please tell me.
I
Yes!
am France. They will obey.
You will do the ambushing.
Warrior of Sigmar.
You are going to
My
go over
journey
here,
begins.
and you're going to start recruiting shit. You're going to be able to recruit the shit. God damn it. Oh,
Honored
it's okay, chat. It's really not okay, chat, but I'm lying to myself to make myself feel better. Research. Colonial factors. More tariffs. Or I could get... infantry. I want more armor for my men. Give me more armor. Vulcan would kill elf babies? No, he wouldn't. Alright. Pause. God damn it. God damn it. Pause. Alright, Mr. Joe. Vulcan does not hate the Eldar. He has a thing against the Dark Eldar, but that's because they kind of, you know, touched his family way back when. I mean, he's the one who drew them off, what was it? Nocturne. That whole incident with the Eldar kid, Vulcan, he wasn't being malicious. That Eldar kid was just part of a coven that, like, killed his best friend. And also, interaction between her and Vulcan is so adorable. So adorable. I would kill to get them together, but that's neither here nor there. Vulcan has nothing against Eldar in particular, nor like anything, alright? He's alright. He's okay. He's a solid Primarch. Primarchs don't really like aliens, but they can be cordial with them, like Gilliman, alright? Even though we both know Gilliman tapping that shit. He's not in lore, but it is funny, alright? God. The amount of people who think 40k memes are real lore makes it, like, talking about memes kind of hard. How come dwarves never make a move to win the setting? Like in fantasy or AOS? An Emperor's Children said that I feel myself to feel better. Ooh, yikes. In fantasy, oh, that's not good. Let's see what's going on. People are dying as per usual, but it could be a lot worse. Oh. Oh, the vampire counts are going ham. I need to get an army and go and deal with that. Oh no, chat. What the fuck are the ogres doing here? Oh god, the tomb! The tomb! Chat. Why are the Tomb Kings here, chat? Chat. Help. Tomb Kings. Chat. Why are the Tomb Kings here? Chat, we're getting cooked, chat! Is that Bloodkeep? No, that's Bugman's Brewery. Bloodkeep is somewhere in the mountains. Oh, no, here's Bloodkeep. Oh, there's... Oh, God. Chat! Chat, the Emperor is falling! Chat, the Emperor is falling apart! And I'm gonna fight this motherfucker over here! Chat, help! Dwarves inclined still fight endlessly to keep what they have and take back their realm? Yeah, no, that's basically it. Someone referenced the dwarves are basically fantasy's equivalent of the Byzantine Empire, and I can't help but agree. The Emperor's Children will be relevant in the next 3 or 4 years by 40k law standards, Lamal. They just chill in mine, but they got the best shit, yeah. Gromrel is pretty good.
What orders?
Gromrel is very good. Why is it taking you 2 years to get this? No, I didn't do the thingy. That's why I'm dumb. More armor.
I will not obey.
So very many melee units.
I refuse. Summon the Elector Counts.
Alright. We're just going to do this chat and hope for the best. Ooh, I can't get one more of those guys, which I will. I love that idiot Magnus to come to fantasy and sort of stuff only to hear a load of ribbit. That would be funny as fuck. Seeing Magnus get humbled by Lord Croak. Because you know Magnus sure as shit would not give the slightest bit of a fuck about Croak, bro. But then Croak just straight up be like, this mountain is unaligned. Let me shift it. Shift. That's funny, man. Most dwarf hordes are attacked constantly by Skaven and goblins from below, above while orcs attack from the gates. Yeah, being a little stunty in the fantasy realm is not the best. It's not that good, chat. It could be a lot worse, but it's not easy. End times were garbage. I do agree. Though. Oh yeah, the dwarf lord, dude. The High King, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, being killed by not locking a door is terrible, but the fact that he holds Queek up screaming, just like holds him up screaming and recites every single grudge he's ever done, every single wrong, before breaking... I don't know about y'all, but breaking someone over your knee has to be the most badass thing a character can do in a fight. Like, miss me with decapitating... Miss me with, like, stabbing through the heart. Miss me with all that nonsense, right? Just holding up a motherfucker and being like, I swear by God, he's broken in half. As God is my witness, he's broken in half. Just bonk. Yeah, but that's epic. I like that. I appreciate that. That's some good shit for me. Yeah, but I was supposed to be talking to you about lore. Let's talk about the Dawi. The Dawi are really interesting in that each hold is its own mini kingdom, and each hold will have a king, but there is one high king, aka Thorgrim. Dwarves are unique. Like, fun fact, did you know that it's quite rare for dwarves to be married? Because it's a ratio of 7 dwarven men to 3 dwarven women, right? It's not like, I think ours is 6-4 or 5-5. I don't know, really, if I'm not mistaken. Or like 4.5 to 5.5 in something. But there are a lot more dwarven men than dwarven women. So women are incredibly prized in dwarven culture. Like, incredibly prized.
The enemy bring reinforcements to the fight. Will an attack be wise?
Did I win? I will lose a halberdier. I can get halberdiers though. Wipes out his army and all of it. Do I want to fight this? No, it's so much nonsense. I don't want to fight this. I think that's a fair trade. Bane versus Batman meme. Yeah, dude, so good. Bro, it just stopped raining and now it's snowing. What the fuck is this? Oh, that sounds like some British fucking weather, mate. That sounds like some British fucking weather right there. A lot. I started out as Cockney British and I eventually ended up becoming Scottish. Yeah, wee bit of nothing, yeah, nonsense, you wanker. That, I don't even know what that was, chat. God Almighty knows what that was. If you were to join an army other than the Empire in AOS, who would you choose? The Wordbearers. Wordbearers are not a bad thing to join. Not the best either, but not the worst. They're pretty up there, to be fair, in terms of like solid legions to join. In AOS, other than the Empire, I'm Canadian, stop complaining, Lamau. I mean, you're part of the Commonwealth, close enough, right? It's one of those things like, if I had to be in an... Okay, the Empire isn't an AOS. If I was an AOS, I would be either a Blood Knight or I would be a Stonecast Eternal, most likely. If I couldn't be like Cities of Sigmar. In Fantasy, be part of the Empire. If not the Empire, then I don't know, because I'd love to be a Blood Knight, but the problem... Okay, more lore time. The vampire curse is not the fact that you have to drink blood. That is part of the curse. Another part of the curse is the fact that all your negative traits get amplified tenfold, right? So if you're confident as a human, when you take the blood juice, you'll become arrogant as a vampire. If you're a little flirty as a human, when you take the blood juice, you'll become downright deviously lustful as a vampire. And that's why vampires struggle being good chaps. It's not because it's impossible. It's, no.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though. For what?
I can get stuff.
You
cool.
need not face your enemies alone.
So many. Yo, Caribou Greatsword, it's W!
Ready.
Can I recruit? That's lame. I can recruit a bunch of these, though.
Fight for our nation.
Will that be enough for me to take this city? Valiant defeat. Okay, I guess not. We will...
Men, war calls.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Ever vigilant. I go where I am needed.
Yeah, so, like, that's the thing about vampires, man. That's why it's so hard for vampires to be good. It's not that they can't be good, it's that their negative traits get amplified so incredibly much. That's why Abarash is, like, the exception to that, because when he drank the blood of a dragon, all of his negative traits just up and disappeared.
Into battle.
They just weren't there. Because it got rid of his ability to drink blood,
We must
but
attack.
also all the negative traits around it. So he was just his normal self. And him normal self was a Chad of a Chad. Absolute Chad Lord.
To war.
Let's see. Emperor's Fist. Give me more. Let's see. Regular swordsman. Yeah, 41, 41, 47, 47. I would show you how it deals, but I can't.
Attack.
Unassigned points. We'll do more of these. And then
No
Jade
peace,
was
just war.
Quickening of wood, of blood. And click. Yeah, so that's the thing about vampires and why it's so hard for them to be good. It's for the sole fact that it just gets amplified. That's why Abrash is the exception to that. He is objectively a good vampire and a good man, but that's because he had enough will to fight off the thirst until he slayed the dragon. Right? Oh yeah, it's interesting. Vampires are mainly noble too, so you rich? Yeah, blood dragons are different from vampire counts. That's the thing. But I love blood dragons. Just such a cool aesthetic as well. Vampire knights have to be one of the coolest aesthetics in all of fantasy. Bro, I'm Czech. Haven't had winter since I started working. That's diabolical, bro. I know what you mean, but that's still diabolical. I would choose one of the cities dedicated to Alera or Lumineth. Lumineth Realmlords is also a solid choice. I like the Lumineth Realmlords because they're not stereotypical like elves by any stretch of the imagination. They're unique, and I appreciate that. Seeing an elf with a hammer doesn't feel like it should be right, but it's not wrong anyway. It feels kind of kinky, you know, a little naughty. Not Britain, I would choose High Elf. Fair enough. Lord Masamundio, Ancient Stegodon is the pinnacle of hobby goals for me. Cinema. Absolute cinema. That is quality. Give me more Aztec Lizardmen, bro. So W. I like the legacy of Cain Law for vampires. The actual curse was immortality itself, separating them from the Wheel of Rebirth. That's interesting. I do like that. But I actually made a video about... I think that fantasy vampires are the best vampires in fiction, period. Because if they can find a way to cure, because it is possible to cure the bloodthirst, because for those who don't know, Neferata was a queen of a Nehakaran city-state, Nehakara being the place before the Tomb Kings became spooky, scary skeletons. She invented an elixir of life, but it was flawed. It didn't have all the ingredients. One of those ingredients, people assume, is dragon blood, given how drinking dragon blood cures it. But they don't really know. So she gave that to all of her boys, and she created the first ever vampires. And, you know, that's the reason why the vampires are so flawed, because you have many different bloodlines. You have the Necrocs, which are the nerds. You have the Lamians, which are egos. Lamau. You have Blood Knights, which are the mega martial chads. You have the vampire counts, which are the sneaky, sly noblemen. And then you have the Strigoi, which are, fuck you, do you even live, bro? Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the coffin? Who's gonna carry the... God, I love it. But yeah, that's vampires. Elf need hammers for crafting? That's true, but I'm talking like a big, chunky two-handed warhammer, like a fucking sledgehammer on steroids. Well, except when killed those innocent people for the first time, drank blood, and only drank blood from criminals and opponents on the battlefield. I would love to see him fight the lion. Ooh, that'd be a W. Should do a video about it? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a video about that, Rush, but I was thinking about doing 40k content as a whole. That is something I may consider doing. I may take a crack at it. But, you know... I don't know. It's not impossible, but nothing guaranteed yet. Yeah, but Blood Knights are my favorite line. I love it because it's like, you know, blood dragons, because, you know, dragons. I'm a dragon guy. I'm a salamander dude. So, you know, of course, that makes sense that I would like them. But I love the idea of martial prowess and nobility and how they are the most noble of all the vampires. Well, some of them are. Some of them are a little fucking crazy, but hey, no family is perfect, is it? Do it. Do it. Put the cookie down. Fantasy isn't as popular, unfortunately. It's still plenty popular, especially with this son of a bitch over here and the way that it jump-started the whole fantasy thing. But, I will consider the considerations of such a thing. Yes. Alright, let's see. Hero become a legend.
Protector of the weak.
You can
Sigmar
go
lightens
right over here.
Men, I will fight.
I lose all the swordsmen. No, sir. I should be rushing because the longer I take with this, the longer everything gets very bad. Not good. Who would the Salamanders be equivalent to in AOS? We got no Dragon Riders, really. Honestly, the Salamanders would just be an AOS Storm Keep host thingy. Whatever you call them. I forget the name. Yeah, no, but they'd just be that. But with, like, some dragon nonsense. That's basically it.
Praise be to Sigmar. Ulrich's will.
Oof, I would lose all of these boys. I'd also lose Sons of Sigmar, which I am not going to do. Yeah, just a message. There's something about painting Krieg/Blood Knights horses. Oh yeah, Blood Knights are my top 5 minis I've painted. Oh, bro, if they release new Blood Knights, I would cream my jorts. My jorts would not be the same, chat. Not be the same. Good people usually ride, like, griffins or something. Yeah, demigriffs, griffins, and all that. I don't know. Oh, I love the idea of dragon riders. It's one of those things where, for dragons to be a thing, they need to be relatively small. Like, really big horses. Because there are dragons in fantasy, but they're all, they're all really massive and huge. So having like an army of dragon riders is something that could only be in the bygone ages was thing like the Dragon Knights of Galador. They are a thing, but purely because they used to be something, right? They used to be literal dragon riders. Now they just ride horses. Because if you had an actual army of those bastards, yeah, just too OP. Especially with like the way that fantasy handles its dragons. Yes, that must be another Stormhost. That's the word. They're probably located within the realm and work with the Fire Slayers. Yeah. Now that makes sense. Sally boys do like their fire and flames. Yeah, chat though, the situation is looking grim. Everyone is dying left and right. I need to finish up Carl with solid army and send him packing to go and deal with Vlad and his bullshit. But I can only do that after I secure my territory around, which is not going to be easy. Dragons just a pain to paint, worse than faces. Oh, I could imagine. Speaking though of AOS, y'all seen that Warhammer quest thing coming out? The new Griffin Knight guy. Dude, I want that mini so bad. Quality. Absolute quality. Absolute fucking quality, mate. Bangers. It's so good, dude. I love it. Also, he screams Bretonnian. I think he's supposed to be Bretonnian, but I'm not too sure. The largest dragons in fantasy size are mountain ranges, and larger than AOS were bigger than planets. Yeah. Fucking-enormous, bro. Huge. What legion would Call France be? Ultramarines? Probably Ultramarines, if I'm being frank. Excellent statesman, excellent logistician, solid at melee, but not the best. Yeah. He'd be an Ultramarine. He would basically just be an Ultramarine. Just behind Lorga and Erebus? No, get out. Get out. Away with you. Diabolical, foul spawn being. Don't you put that juju on my boy. Oh, is that an ogre or a... Not gonna lie, that looks like a fucking war boss. Is that a war boss? Ultramarines or Imperial Fist? He'd be more Ultramarines because he's a statesman. His whole shtick's like he's the greatest statesman ever. Emperor Dragon for my fantasy army? Yeah. Dude. Bro, stop yelling. It's okay. Like, damn. Angron. Angie. No. Franz isn't angry. He's chilled. He's composed. Now, you want to talk about angry? Dude. The one, the only, the greenest, the meanest git you ever did see. Grimgore motherfucking Ironhide, bro. Grimgore Ironhide. Oh my lord. You want the orkiest orc war? Okay, chat. Grimgore versus Gazgul. Who's winning? Not including technology. Straight up fucking fist fight. Who's winning? Oh, who would Sigmar be? Space Wolf probably, if I'm being frank. But like a good Space Wolf. Call France is not fucking Alfaris. We're not having this conversation, Chad. Missed the opportunity during the end times to have done the Lost Flight of the Dragon Riders. They did. The end times missed so fucking much. Alright.
War calls.
Seriously? I still lose all my fucking swordsmen? Alright, no, I'm not doing that. I am going to just do
True
this then.
servant of Sigmar. For the Emperor.
Because that way, I still lose all my guys! Oh my god, this is annoying!
Death to the faithless.
Alright, I have to
As is my right by Sigmar's crown. Bring me to my men.
That hurt, but it had to be done, cha.
To battle.
Okay, what the fuck now? This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit.
Purge the heretics.
I'm upset, chat. Mad.
Cause.
Oh, Christ.
Faith shields up.
Oh my god, why is Unresolved so dumb? And I'm out of money because I'm broke. Oh chat, this is going to be bad. Grimgore slaps. If it's fist, I'm giving it to Grimgore. We are all forest. Be gone, foul being. Sigmar's better emperor. That's who he'd be. Yeah, Sigmar is just a better emperor. I would say Franz is Rogel. No, Franz is charming. Like, dude, he boned Elizabeth von Draken. Homie hit that shit. Dogly of None, he tapped that. You cannot beat Rogel Dorn with his. This wall is yellow. The lemon is a mighty. Like, no, bro. Franz got that Reichland Riz. Reichland princes are known for being charming as shit. Alright? And Gilliman, hey, Gilliman was no slouch. Gilliman could get it. He got that Roman Riz. He could. You need to fight the battles to minimize the casualties. True. Hold. You know what? That's such a good cinematic, bro. I love this cinematic so much. Such a good cinematic. The cinemats for say what you about CA. All the cinematic trailers, banging. Bangers, my guy. Absolute peak cinema. No, I've heard that a lot. Like, people often say, you know, who is better, the Emperor or Sigmar? And it's one of those things where the Emperor versus Sigmar, it depends. Like, if you mean power scaling, then that's different, right? But in terms of, like, the better person, it's Sigmar, without even, like, a single shred of doubt. Because, like, the Emperor, he wanted to do good, 100%, but he was arrogant. I mean, hell, I made a whole video talking about it. With Sigmar understood people. He knew that you had to treat them right. He had that humanity that the Emperor lacked, which gave him the edge. Sigmar's just objectively the better Emperor, wholesale. Who's the most charming Primarch? I guess Sanguinius, right? Either Sanguinius or Fulgrim. One of the two. Best cinematics had Diablo. Diablo cinematics were just another tier. Diablo cinematics were incredibly good. Franz is generally charming, has great personality. He was a playboy in his younger years and has quite a few illegitimate children running around. Oh yeah, homie fully embraced that that Reichland Riz. I wasn't going to say Riz, I was going to say something far more obscene, but I'm trying to get it monetized, or stay monetized rather, I should say. Yeah. What about Horus though? No, that's true. I mean, charming in the... Like, Horus is very, very charming, but when I think of Horus, I think of political charming, right? I think we're talking about Riz charming, like romance charming, right? I think that Sanguinius would be the most sincere. Fulgrim would be the most smexy, though. That's what I believe, me personally. Horus, though, is pretty solid, but again, when I think of Horus, I think about political maneuvering. You want to know who Horus is? He is a politician par excellence. That's who he is. Just so incredibly good at what he does. Read Horus Rising. Chat, if you haven't listened to Horus Rising or read it, do it. It's quality. That's actually going to be one of the next videos coming up. I don't know if it's going to be the next, but it's going to be one of them. It's a 40k reading recommendations guide. Like 40k book guide for beginners. It's really solid. Yeah, Horus Rising is an excellent, amazing book. Absolutely. I think it may be the best written book in all of the Horus Heresy, if I'm being frank. The only human who gets a little bit more is probably Felix Jaeger. Yeah, that's to be fair. Horus didn't get the damaged Primarchs to join, the Emperor forced them away. It's a bit of both. You know, you didn't really have to do much to get Angron or Mochi to join you, that's true. Yeah, he changed his speech pattern to win people over, that's pretty crazy. Not as crazy as you think. That's actually pretty common in, like, the world of oratory. Changing what you say, the way you say it, and how you say it really does impact your words to the people and the audience thereof. Pay the peasant to nothing. I'm not paying him. I'm not killing him either. I got money! W!
By Sigmar!
I swear to God! Okay.
The Empire! Cast evil out!
I command here.
Oh my God, why?
Yes, to unite the provinces.
Will that make a difference? No, oh, okay, right. No, I'm just, yeah. Fucking annoying. Super fucking annoying. But hey, I'm not waiting even more time for that. I'm already behind as is.
I serve Sigmar, champion of the faith.
We'll do some merging here.
I am Prince and
We'll do
Emperor.
more merging. 3 of them for the time being is fine. It's not actually, so I'm going to
Let's go.
give you these 2 dudes.
Sigmarite Archlector.
You can keep
In the
those
name of
for
Magnus.
now. Alright, I'm gonna have you go over here.
I live to serve the Emperor.
You go over there. Alright. So, the next plans that we're going to have is that we're going to have one army go and kill these dudes. The other army is going to have to go here and try and sort out this rubbish. Because, holy shite. People are dying. People are dying very bad, and it is not good at all. Very bad. Not good, chat. Chat, this is not good. It's very bad, very not good. Not good at all. Very bad. In all the things I have seen, it is bad.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Route marcher.
Now,
What here?
summon the Elector Counts.
Earthblood. I could get some swordsmen, actually. I could use some swordsmen. I'll get some swordsmen. I could use some swordsmen. Oh yeah,
True
I should probably check
servant
that.
of
It's,
Sigmar.
it's always a barracks. Always. Alright. Next up. I am so upset about losing the Sons of Sigmar. Chat, you have no idea. I am so mad. Who's the traitor Primarch you would want to be loyal and vice versa? I would choose Sanguinius and Angron. That's the most obvious option. Loyal Primarch. 1, 2, trade. 1, 2, go. A Loyalist Primarch I'd like to see turn Heretic. I'm thinking about a Loyalist Primarch that makes sense, and... Not really, eh? Maybe Ferrus Manus, actually. Ferrus Manus would be interesting in that regard. I'd love to see him evil, because I think, like, of all the Primarchs, Ferrus could be. It'd be very interesting to see that corruption in him. A Primarch I'd want to be a little Fulgrim. Unironically Fulgrim, because Fulgrim's fall is so tragic, and it's so preventable. Angron and Ferrus, yeah. Angel of Death, Demon of Vengeance, Third Legion guy, Fulgrim. Pervy dude, pervy dude. Oh, Fulgrim was never pervy. Fulgrim was actually one of the most solid dude when it came to women. He had so many wives, and he treated them all spectacularly. Homie was a W gentleman in that regard, bro.
My lord, a rival
Thank you, I just
power
hate
desires a change in your mutual relations.
I forgot to do diplomacy again! Chat! Why did I forget to do diplomacy again? Tell me why. Fuck. A trade of Ferrus would mean more Dark Mechanical Forces. True. Honestly, we need way... Dark Admech is like the lost army missing in 40k, truly. Mr. Sean RL7, what's good, my brother? We're going to say, hope you're feeling better, General, but it seems you're ready to gather blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne from the sound of you. Yes, I am feeling much better. Things are good, things are alright. Everything is solid. Thank you so very much for asking. I think the line would be interesting as traitor. It would, but it's one of those things where... the line is so very loyal. But I mean... you think about, like, and people always say, oh no, Horus fell, Fulgrim fell. If they fell, why would it not make any sense for the line to fall? And the thing about it is, like, Fulgrim and Horus, they both have crippling personality and characteristic flaws that allowed Chaos a way to get in for them to fail, right? There was something there. With Horus, it was his pride and jealousy. For Fulgrim, it was his desperation of not wanting to be seen as imperfect. Oh, Lord. It was his desperation to not seem imperfect. He wanted to be useful. He wanted to be good. Those are flaws that give Chaos an in. With Russ and, like, the Lion, with the Rust, you could maybe argue pride as well, a little bit. I think Rust turning traitor is more possible than the Lion. But the Lion, there's just fuck all and less to work with, my guy. Like, he's the Lion. What are you going to do? What are you going to give him? He is the definition of fucking autism. I don't know what you want. He's a brick fucking wall. He's more of a brick wall than Dawn at times. So yeah, doing that, it feels odd. Like people also say, oh, the Khan, he wasn't super loyal to the Emperor, but he sure as shit didn't like Chaos. The Khan loved freedom. Freedom, baby. That was the Khan's whole shtick, was being free, being awesome, being epic, going through the sky and the stars, and the right, what self-determination is the right of all sentient beings. Yes. Optimus Prime. So, him submitting to the will of Chaos would be difficult. I guess you could make it work. I do think my biasy to canon 40k is definitely coming through now, because I'm thinking like, oh, would this work? But I'm like, oh no, that didn't happen IRL, right? I wish Morty didn't get screwed over the end by Typhus and the Emperor apologized to him. The Emperor didn't have fuck all to apologize. I'm sorry, but Morty was being such a little baby bitch about it. Oh no, you killed my dad. I would have got him eventually. It's like, no, brother, take your L with pride. Mortarian's the worst Primarch in my opinion. I said it. I hate Mortarion so much because he's such a little bitch. He complains about everything. Grr, grumpy, grumpy, grumpy. No one likes me. I'm the Death God. Look, I'm the Lord Death. And it's like, bro, Just stop it. You're acting like a fucking child. And I'm like, it's just so off-putting. Like, you're not that guy, bro. And instead of working on yourself to be that guy, you're just moaning and bitching and complaining about the fact that you're not that guy. Stop being such an Mortarian. You're better than this. Man, I hate Mortarian, bro.
What?
Fucking hate Morty. I got some helmets. I need more units. I need... Yeah, 2 spirits. And that's a solid amount.
Champion of the faith.
Sigma! Agree, Morty's was Palmer with best military in 40k. That's fair. That I can agree with. That I can work with. I really need one of these guys to build the barracks. Is that done yet? No, next time it'll be done. Recruit hero. I need to get a battle wizard. I need to get a battle wizard, and then I need to take something. I need to take Eilhard. Yeah. So the plan is one army is going to swing over here. The other plan is that France are... No, fuck it. Why are the elves in the mountains? Whomst is you, sire? The rat men are over there. Not good.
Step to it.
Can't I get... It said I could get the great swords, didn't it? But they're all grayed out for some reason. Champions of Water, White Walls. Fish and Cracker, Terra Souls. Where the fuck am I care about great swords? Chad, I've been robbed. That's fucking diabolical. Can you recruit
By
anything?
Sigma.
Nothing really worth recruiting, to be fair. The Maidens of Sigmar. Some muscle armies for you, Chad. I know you debauched individuals love that. Don't you lie to me, Chad. I know who you are. Who would win, Magnus and Morty? I don't know. Never really thought about that, but thinking off the top of my head, probably Magnus, just because he has the more magic. Like Magnus in 40k, fucking powerhouse. Finally, Altdorf is big. Yes, Chad. W. We're finally big enough, Chad. Size does matter. Morty is all about that. Well, yeah, but Morty is also psychic as well now. He also can cast magical shit, which means in a battle between 2 warp entities, the person who has the stronger warp power is going to win. Whether Lehman beat him? Well, Lehman was actually losing until his puppies came in and literally bit Magnus's ankle. That gave Russ the opening he needed. Sang would roll up and kill him, but he was busy. Sanguinius was a fucking monster Primarch. Absolute monstrous Primarch, bro. Sang was in... The one thing I hate about the End of the Death is that it killed the Sanguinius, fell to the Black Rage, and then murdered Horus theory. That was one of my favorite fan theory, like, ever. I adore that theory so much, Chad. But it's completely... There's no basis. There's nothing. There's literally nothing at all there. At all. Who's the superior god of all gods in 40k universe? Gork or Mork? Well, you see, it's really hard, because, like, Gork is brutal, but he's also really cunning. But then you get Mork. Mork is cunning, right? But then he's also brutal. And it's like, I don't know, because, like, one's really, really brutal, man. But then also got that little bit of cunning in there. The other's super cunning, right? But then, he's also brutal. Oh god, it's hard. Hardest question in all of 40k, I'd have to say. That and how many trains the Dark Elder kids run through. Oh, that's the problem with like these jokes, man. Like, if I'm like in a video, I can like think of it, get the laugh, and then say it for the proper take. But doing it IRL, I'm just like, no, you have to hear me laugh to myself like a fucking schizo. One so much and smashes, the other smashes harder. Well, they're both a little cunning, just that one embraces cunning as a secondary tactic, whilst one has it as his main brand. Simple. Yeah, but with orcs, I love black orcs. Black orcs have to be one of my favorite things in fantasy, because it's like, what if we take an orc, but, you know, make him join a football team? Speaking of football team, Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl is great. If you guys are looking for a tabletop thing that it's not really wild, it's wacky, but it's still plenty flavored as 40k, just great. Blood Bowl is fantastic. Oh, fantasy, rather, I should say, Warhammer. I think if they teamed up, they could take out a Chaos God. Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. It might be an even fight. It depends on how many orcs believe in them, because like they're pretty strong. But yeah, no, that's one of those things. Who would you take out Chaos God? Ooh, who would I take out Chaos God wise? Probably Nurgle. For the sole fact that Nurgle is the most debilitating to fight against. Right? Zinch can hit you with timey-wimey bullshit and make you smell purple, but you can counter that. Khorne hits you really, really, really hard, but you know, you can counter that. Sinesh will make you smell every smell imaginable that has ever existed and give you a boner that will last for 17 years. Do not take the gas station dick pills, chat. But you know, you can counter that. Kinda. Nurgle though. Fighting Nurgle has to be the worst thing ever. Because when you fight Nurgle, you're fighting the literal ground around you. Pestilence, miasma, decay, disease. It's one thing to fight a demon. It's another thing to fight a demon when the ground you walk on is slowly starting to rot and develop eyes. When the food you eat is covered in flies. When every single thing that you do will leave your intestines tied. It's so incredibly difficult. So, to me, I take out Nurgle. Because he's objectively the worst to fight of any of the Chaos Gods. I like to count greed. Take it back. I get leadership +4. Oh, they roll. Ooh, I need money. No, take it back.
Your war efforts would be strengthened by the raising of a new army. Appoint another command, and you can open a second front against your foes.
I have more infantry armor. Hooray!
Command here.
45 armor. Yay! Yeah, like I said, chat, see? 55 melee defense. And that isn't even max with all the stuff yet. It can be pretty nasty. Stay issue weapons, and then heavy weapons gives weapon strength. Gives me expert charge defense. That's nice. Yeah, like I said, +8 melee. Oh, plus charge bonus. That's what it says. Yeah, this gives me another 4. Fucking mental. I'll do that. Alright, this time, I'm not... who's your favorite chapter master? Tushan! I mean, that's kind of obvious, bro. I'm not gonna forget about diplomacy this time. Quick deal. Marienburg wants to trade, but... Okay, hold on.
There is no wine fine enough to make your words palatable.
Well, fuck you too, man.
Let us share more than...
You don't want a trade agreement. God damn it. Okay. Marienburg wants that. I don't know, Marienburg. I may end up fighting you soon enough. Because you will be an Electicon province. You will be again.
Servant of the faith.
Alright, you are going over
In
here.
his name.
Bring me to my men.
France!
I am France. They will obey.
Alright, you're gonna go and touch some Skaven, friends. Alright, let's see.
Archlector,
Still cannot recruit. Bugger all
your
unless...
word is my command.
Alright, maybe now I can recruit some stuff. Still, no. No, fuck me, I guess. What are the high elves? Dumb giants? Let's see. 30, 30, 40. They have causes. Oh, they cause fear. That's nice. Thick as Gromroll, attack and melee. They're upgraded Empire Knights. Sure, why not? Infectique. That's a name and a half, isn't it? Right, you will be upgraded. Let's see here. I need to bring those. What the Oh, Ubersreich. Nice. I was wondering, what the fuck was that, chat? Mine's a Minitude. He's just an ass and he's strong. Asterion Moloch, fair enough. If you want a good example of the difference between Orc, Squawk, and Mork, check out the Iron Jaws and the Cruel Boys. Yep. RHOM31. No idea who the fuck that is, my boy. What do you think, besides Anesh being the fourth, who in order of the other three Chaos Gods came into existence? In terms, I think that in terms of the orders of creation, it's either going to be, I think Tzeentch is first, because Tzeentch is the god of understanding, magic, thinking, plans, right? And human beings, we like to think. Khorne would be second because, you know, murder and all that, oldest profession, that or prostitution. And then Nurgle would be third because, you know, the body would rot and decay and sickness and all that, etc. Is there a fifth Chaos God who just loves chaos? No. The friend of the channel, Dutch40k, the gaming storyteller, did an awesome video about the 8 different gods of chaos, so go and check that out after the stream. And yeah, it's just solid, man. It's such a good video. Dutch makes quality content. Go and show him some love and tell him the general sent you. I think you meant Bieltan because they are the best space races. Bieltan is a different kind of space racism altogether. To be frank, to be fair, to keep it $100 would you? Bieltan do not give a fuck. Bieltan is diabolical. On God, there is. Yeah, but chat, that is going to do it for this stream. Before I go, as per usual, questions, any questions about anything in between, I'm giving you 10 minutes. So throw out your questions and I'll do some answering. In the meantime, we'll take a look at the map and watch his eyes slowly die inside. Oh god, there is Tzeentch bullshit here and here. The Tomb Kings are in the Empire? Why the fuck the Tomb Kings are in the Empire? God almighty knows. There's also ogres. Because of fucking course they are. Vampire Count's doing vampire count stuff. Who the... You a Brayherd? Of course you are. More Templehoff guys. The fucking... Wait, there's... Something. There's 3 vampire factions? Oh my god. And it's fucking Chaos Wankers here as well. Wargrove, Greenskins. Oh god. Kislev. Kislev is taking my provinces! Oh, Kislev, we're gonna have a problem, boy. We're gonna have an issue. We're gonna have to fucking throw hands eventually. No, not now. Oh god. Vampire Coast, Dark Elves. They'll throw in Greenskins. Oh, fucking Jesus saves. It's not looking good, Chad. Looking pretty bad, not gonna lie. Well, hey, we hate Xenos, Heretics, and Mutants. Here, praise the Emperor. Yep, praise the Emperor. What's your opinion on the Iron of Dekim? In my opinion, they are one of the best factions in all of AOS. They are so incredibly and utterly unique in every single way, shape, and form. They are amazing. I love them, I adore them. Amazing model range, amazing ideas, amazing every single thing. I love them. Any update on the Discord after that hack it is a while back? The Discord is coming this week. Why the delay? Just that I need people to moderate it. I can't be online 24/7, so I need people I can trust. And yeah, it's just been a while, but it is coming this week. Tomorrow, it should go live. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but I will get it done. It is coming back. Yeah, it is not looking good, chat. It is not looking good. While I wait for you guys' comments, I'll probably just click end turn. Yeah, this is the classic Empire Syndrome, chat. Everyone fucking dies, and you're left to pick up the pieces. Who would win in a fight, Dark Angels or Ultramarines? Also, what would your dream Warhammer game be? Dark Angels would win in a fight because they're the fucking Dark Angels. The First Legion are so bullshit overpowered. It's not even funny. What would my dream Warhammer game be? Of course I'd be playing Salamanders. It'd be like, hello? It'd be like one of those things where it'd be me, like 3 or 4 of the boys. We'd have like this massive thing where we just chill. And it's like a day-long game, like massive apocalypse style. Not too crazy, but just a lot of rolling dice. There'd be plenty of other people there. It'd be like a mini party, right? People would be eating pizza, some people snacking on shit, there'll be some drinks going on. You have the missus coming in and out there as well, and then the boys just playing, and like there's like TV on, someone's gaming, someone's cooking. It's like, it'd be a party, like a whole day party, and we're just rolling dice and eating and talking shit. It'd just be great, man. I mean, basically it'd be a party with my mates, but for 40k edition. What can I say? I'm a simple man, you know? Alright, chat, any other questions? Questions, chat. Is there another faction aside from the Skaven and AOS fantasy do you like to see in 40k? Lizardmen. I would love to see Lizardmen in 40k. I'd love to see Lizardmen in 40k because I think the idea of space lizards is so incredibly unique. Not only unique, I feel like it could add so much to it. Again, I love their aesthetic, but it's like the Lizardmen could occupy a place where they're an ancient race, but instead of wanting to kill everything like the Necrons, they're all about preservation, but preserving it the way that it was, right? And that's where the conflict could come in. So, we want to preserve this planet. Why the fuck are there apes here? Get the fuck out of here. Also, space dinosaurs? Fuck yeah. Ooh, Salamanders would be nice. Who would you wish to revive if you could choose? The Emperor, Sigmar, or Space King? Sigmar. Sigma is the best. Of all those 3, Sigma is the best choice. Sigma is Chaticus Maximus Supreme. Also, who's the author you could get to write a Warhammer book? Probably Dan Abnett. I think Dan Abnett wrote Horus Rising, if I'm not mistaken. But I would get Dan Abnett to write a Salamanders novel. Look, Nick Heim, I love your work, but Salamanders do not have good books. They don't. Vulcan Lord of Drakes is great, but all the Primarch novels are very good. Well, not very good, but they're good. They do the job. You read those because you're a fan of the Ultramarines or you're a fan of the Gilliman or whatever. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Great book. Solid book. Excellent. Love it. But yeah, I'd get Dan Abnett to write a Salamanders thing. It's them defending a planet, and there's a lot of blood, death, murder, and everything in between. So yeah, it's solid. It's solid. I love that. Yeah, alright, chat. I think that's gonna do it. We'll just wait for this turn to end, and then we'll call it there. So before the timer runs out, any final questions, chat? Any final things? Anything here and there? Maybe? Perhaps? Perchance? Dare I say? Stephen King could maybe do a horror. Ooh! That'd be interesting. That'd be hella interesting. Next Primarch that should return? Vulcan, because I'm totally not biased, and Vulcan could just return. I love Vulcan. Give me Vulcan. Gib. As for Heretic Boys, Perturabo is back, but GW just haven't made it a thing. I would love Iron Warriors to be the head of next edition, like next edition launch box. Iron Warriors and I don't know. Honestly, Iron Warriors and Dark Angels would be a fucking banging box. Absolute banging box, bro. I would adore that so much.
A piece of the Empire falls this day. Others have looked to you to protect the...
Oh, Ostama fucking died. That's great. Oh, I know I said this would be lost, but while the questions come in, I'm going to fight these rats real quick. Square up, rat fucker. He is a rat fucker, chat, because he's a rat. And trust me, they fuck. Alright, that's that.
Protector of the weak.
Can finally recruit more shit. But I need more money. Give me swordsman, take 2 of those. And we'll do the assignments.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Summon the Elector Counts. Sigma! Sigma compels you to boogie! You guys remember the game Ratchet and Clank? I think it's... I forget the name of the exact one, but yeah, one of the Ratchet and Clank games. I think it's A Crack in Time. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, one of the things that you get talking to various villain, you get to like cosplay as him essentially, and like in like a sneak mission, and you can order them to be like get down and boogie. You can just order like the enemies to dance. It's funny. Okay, have a great day, y'all. Cause I can see you. Good afternoon, evening, and good night. Cheers, Osmegos. I appreciate you, my brother. Pushing Rogue got a scrap. Iron Cage novel, please. We will be getting that with the Scouring, so that is coming back. All right, but chat, that's it. Thank you all so very much. I do love and appreciate you. Thank you guys for the stream. Again, we'll be streaming again tomorrow. You guys will see what that is tomorrow. And remember, we stream twice a week, Sundays and Fridays. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate you guys. But, ladies and gentlemen, you've been beautiful, awesome, amazing people. What's your most anticipated Scouring novel? Whatever the last one is. Because the least we know about the Scouring is what happened directly after it. So whatever the last one is, that'd be peak. That'd be peak. But yeah, chat, thank you also very much for watching. My name is Jeremy Bradley 101. You've been beautiful, awesome, and amazing people. Thank you also very much for watching. I should say, lower there, boys and girls. And I will catch y'all next time. Dismiss, generals. What the fuck was that? I'll do that. Let me do that again. Hey. Dismiss, Rangers. Thank you, Mr. Sean R07.